Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two. And when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Under fire. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Brown. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Rides the back on the option to give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Gators are flying down the field. Give to Brown. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Looking down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
They'll go to the ground. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Justin both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long in their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Creates a little space. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, they're after him. Going right and going deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you bet.
Bringing it back. Running through contact. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. The handoff to Johnson. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw it, Sampson. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost ours.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Grab behind the line. It's Mills. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback.
Turning it on. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Mills. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Quick completion to the right. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, speeding down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Sampson. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Johnson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback extends the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Hayward. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators want to move quickly. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Look out, he's got room. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. They'll immediately call timeout.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sampson. Got a man, it's Williams. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Coffee. There he goes. Got the first down and more. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And we talked about this at half, man. They've got to start to pressure the quarterback more. This offense had a lot of success. You got to make this guy feel uncomfortable. And the first drive out of the half, they do exactly that.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The ball back, and here comes the offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Dropping back, it's Russell. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Brown has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Now they got that thing back.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They just keep firing. Buys a little time with his feet. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the 2nd half.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw it.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down.